There was a leading conservative talk show host this morning that on his program was talking about this matter of life. And in his mind, he said, I'm just really back and forth. I don't really know exactly how one ought to take a position, for instance, on abortion relative to someone who has conceived through rape or incest. Now, I was in public office, and everybody who's in office is forced to come down and answer that question. Are you in favor of life with no exceptions, or are you in favor of life with some exceptions? Now, I want to ask you what you think about that, Dave. Is there any room, under any of these reasons you gave, any room for abortion? How would you answer that question?
Sam, there's not. And I'll go back to my own personal example. My mom, had she lived at another time and had she had different set of values, she would have been pressured to have an abortion because your life is in jeopardy. And yet, if we believe the scriptures, and in Genesis 50, Joseph made a phenomenal statement to his brothers after having lived a very difficult life prior to God rewarding him for him staying faithful in those difficult days and being placed second in command in Egypt. Joseph said to his brothers who had thoroughly mistreated him, he said, what you guys meant for evil, God meant for good, to bring to pass as it is this day to save much people, here's the operative word, alive. So my point is this, that which is unfortunate, a rape situation, an incest situation, if we say abortion should be allowed for those reasons, what we're saying is we're going to put the one life of this person who was, yes, mistreated. It was an unfortunate situation. We're putting that above another life. That's not ours to do. And what could be seen as an incredibly, and is seen as an incredibly negative situation, God can turn into an incredibly good one. And it is a selfish decision on the part of the one injured to say that because of what was done to me, I'm going to terminate a whole nother distinct life. Sam, that makes no logical sense. It certainly makes, to me, no biblical sense either.
Gary, do you have any thoughts to add to what Dave just answered there?
Well, I agree with Dave. I think life begins at the point of conception, and I think that can be proven biblically as well as medically. And they're proving that more and more. They're seeing that more and more. And so I see no reason at all to have an abortion. And I know that in the church that I've pastored many times, I've had doctors say to young ladies who are having babies, you may not be able to carry this baby to term. Maybe you should consider aborting. And in every case, the mother has chosen life, and that baby was born, and those babies have grown into adults or children or teenagers or whatever the case. Life is life. God is the one who is the author of life. God forms life at the point of conception. And so in my, not opinion, but in my conviction, there's no reason for abortion after the point of conception.